Hello and welcome to the Infinite Spellbook. In this series, a random spell from the artifact known as the Infinite Spellbook will be chosen and shown to you, starting with a brief excerpt before explaining its origin, how to cast it, and the effects of the spell once cast. Some of these spells may be a simple utility that causes minor effects, whilst others can shake the very foundations of reality. Some of the spells that will be presented may have definable origins, and their creators will be mentioned as such, with all rights in regards to the spell belonging to them. Other spells may have no clear origin, such is the nature of the Infinite Spellbook. Let us open another page and see what spell is contained within. A lesser known spell, but one that holds a special place in my heart. Let's see the effects of Feline Frenzy. I demand cuddles and attention, but do not pick me up. Gatsby the Willful. With a sharp gesture and a spark of predatory magic, the caster summons a shimmering feline silhouette, half shadow, half moonlight. The spectral cat coils around the caster's arm for the briefest heartbeat, its back arched, eyes blazing with supernatural ferocity. Then, with a hiss that echoes like clawed steel on stone, it launches itself toward the chosen target. The moment the apparition reaches its mark, it expands into a whirlwind of claws. The ethereal creature clings to its victim with uncanny agility, darting around their body in a blur, raking spectral claws through armor, cloth, and flesh alike. Each strike lands with a force that belies its ghostly form, leaving trails of shimmering claw marks that burn with arcane pain before fading. The target is left flailing helplessly as the phantom predator tears into them, its attacks relentless, precise, and all too real despite its insubstantial body. After delivering its barrage, the spectral cat ends its assault with one final swipe before dissolving into soft motes of light that drift away like glowing fur. A favourite among mages who favour agility, trickery, or who simply appreciate the elegance of feline ferocity. Feline Frenzy embodies the swift, merciless nature of a hunter on the prowl. In order to understand the origins of this spell, we must first understand the one who invented it. There was once a wizard of little renown. They led a simple and good life, or so they thought, until one day they were introduced to a trio of felines. The wizard, who thought of themselves as not much of an animal person, let alone a cat person, viewed each member of the trio as nuisances, distractions from the prize they guarded. But in time, all three furballs clawed their way into the wizard's heart. The level of love the wizard felt for each animal was unknowable to even the wizard. That was until the time came for the trio to become a duo. The largest, strongest, and bravest of the trio had been fighting a battle against an internal foe for several years now. Others tried to help him, but the time came to call it a draw. A grief not felt before took the wizard, who locked themselves away from the world until their anger over the loss of a dear friend could be channeled. When they emerged, they had found a way to call the spirit of their lost friend to their side and unleash their fighting spirit onto the wizard's foes. All who know magic, be it arcane, primal, or divine, can cast this spell and show their enemies the power of an enraged feline. In a rare instance for a practitioner of the arcane arts, the wizard chose to share their new spell with the world, so all could experience the majesty of Gatsby the Willful. Now, let's look at the spell as it appears within the Infinite Spellbook. Feline Frenzy is a first level conjuration spell with a casting time of 1 bonus action. It has a range of 60 feet and requires verbal, somatic, and material components. Said material component is a tuft of cat hair. Once cast, the spell requires concentration and can last up to 1 minute. A spectral cat leaps from you towards a creature you can see within range, and latches onto it for the duration of the spell. Whilst the cat is attached to the creature, it takes 1d4 slashing damage at the start of its turns. A creature within 5 feet of the cat can take an action to make a strength athletics check against your spell save DC, removing the cat and ending the spell on a successful check. The spell can be upcast, and for each level above first level, the creature takes an extra 1d4 damage. The power of this spell is not its single burst of power, but its ability to tear away at any enemy over time as the damage builds up, all whilst leaving the caster free to act. But with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Before you head off, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you managed to get something out of this. If you feel like helping out, you can become a patron using the link in the description. The Feline Frenzy spell is available on D&D Beyond for free, and the link to it is in the description. I hope you all have a great day, and may your dice roll favourably. Goodbye for now.